Hello, hi, my name is Mazhar, and basically I am a backend developer. I have worked in a company named Odisar for 1 year as a backend developer. So, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. So, here is the Node.js backend developer challenge, where I have to develop a RESTful API using Node.js for managing books. The CRUD operation should be happened, and I have used MongoDB as database. So, I am giving you the demonstration. So, firstly, I want to show the coding section. So basically, first I have to run the APIs, then I explain the code. So here is my add book API by which I can add books in the database. So here I can give a name of a book like Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So my system is already server is on like in 3000 port. So I am creating this book. So here it is. The book is added successfully. Rich Dad Poor Dad, written by Mazhar Alam. So, and this is a summary. And here I add a additional part like image, and I also take a variable like mentioned this in schema part. What is deleted. So I will explain it in later. And here is the idea, and here is the timestamp like created at and updated at. So like that, if I want to view the books which are already added in the database, I have to go to the simply localhost 3000 API view book. So if I hit that API, then I have got all the list of the books which you have required, which is already added. So these are the books like Elon Musk and Nothing But the Truth. And here is also the Diary of a CEO, Modi the Challenge of 2024, and the last book which I have added, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Okay, so here it is. And one more thing, like if I want to view the book by ID, then I have send the ID. Like if I get this, if I want to see only these books, so firstly I have to copy the particular ID and go to the view book API. So it is nothing but the simple API like localhost 3000 and view book by ID, and we are getting the ID in the param section. So simply I copy paste the ID and then send it, then it will give me the result like the Rich Dad Poor Dad book in the response. And if I want to update that particular book, then I go to the update book API, and in the params I have to pass the particular ID. And if I want to change the title of the book, like if I want to give this 1000 miles to go, 1000 miles to go, and simply hit the API, then it will be updated like book update. There is a message like book update successfully, and here is the data, 1000 miles to go, written by Mazhar. This is a motivational book. Okay, and if I want to delete this particular book, so I go to that particular API, and I only copy paste the ID in the params and simply hit the send button, and it will tell me that 1000 miles to go. This book is already deleted. So if I go to the view books and hit this send button, then I did not see this. So basically what I learned in the industry, we never delete any data. Basically we create a variable in the database which is deleted. If any data is deleted, then we simply go to the database and make it true, and either by default it will be false. So if is deleted true, then we do not show that particular data, and if it's deleted false, then we only show the data. We never delete any data from the database. So I use this logic here. So now I go to the code section to give a basic idea about the code, like how I created this. So firstly, I want to say that wrote the whole code for backend, and after that, currently I am learning React. So I want to uh, develop a simple sort of kind of front end for this project. So sorry to say, I did not complete it in this time, because currently I am learning React. I have not a pro in React, so I build a simple sort of front end. But firstly I want to explain the backend part, then I go to the front end part. So here the index.js file. where we simply import the express function, express library, and after that body person, then route. So express is used for the routing part in our project, and body person is for the request body in, get the request body in JSON format, and to access that request body we use that. And here we use CORS for the front end part, like CORS policy. When I want to actually when I integrate the backend APIs into the front end, then it was giving me Axios error. So to handle that, I use CORS. Okay, and here's the route slash, and here's the listen port, app.listen. That means it is listening on the 3000 port basically. And then I want to explain the book model section where I build the schema. This is the basic functionality for Mongoose. Like we built the schema by using new.mongoose.schema, where title should be string type and it will be required true, and author should be string type required true. These are the things as per the requirement you have told me in the doc section. So author should be string and required true, and summary should be string and required true. And the image section I have added by myself, and there is a is deleted section which is added by myself. So is deleted should be true or false, that I explained you. And after that I have to go to the book controller, where basically I have built the API functions. The basically the functionalities, I can say this is not the route part. I build the functions here, like the working functions, and after that I will export them and use them into the like route file. And here is also one thing, there is a connection.js. Here we build the connection in MongoDB, and in env file we use the MongoDB string, which is used to connect the DB. And now I go to the book controller. Here is the main file, I can say, where we write the functions. So here I use three validation function I built, like to handle the error cases, like test cases, extra test cases. So if this is a function like is valid function, like if anyone give any random name in the title, like if he or she is passing undefined or empty string, so then it will give some error. So to handle this particular error, I have created this file, this function, and after that, if anyone giving empty request body, so for handle this kind of things, I have built this function. And while we are passing the in params the object ID, like I mean the MongoDB document ID, I can say. So to validate that particular object ID, I have built this function. And now I go to the main part. Like here is the first API, that is add book. So basically we are using async function request response. Basically I am performing the DB call. So for performing DB call, I want to await somewhere in the particular DB call. So that's why I am using async function. It is a property of JavaScript where I can run code asynchronously. So firstly I have getting the request body in request body variable. Then I will validate the request body in particular line. After that I am destructuring the data which received in the request body, then validating every data, like your title. If the title is invalid, then it will show the message in response the title is required, this kind of things. And if title is already existed, that means it is illogical, right? So to add same book two times, like same title book two times. So I am validating this that particular thing, the title should not be similar. So I am using this kind of validation here. Is title already exist, and then I am creating a DB call. If it is already exist, then I am giving this message the title is already exist. After that I am getting this validation for author, summary, and image for the same sort kind of things. And after that I am getting these things in a object, I can say, name book details. And finally I am creating that particular adding that particular book in the database by using await book model dot create function and passing that particular book details in the create function. And when it is created, then it will send me the message book added successfully in the response, and it will show me the data which I have already shown you. And after that in response, if the book is not added, then if any kind of error is happening, then it will be give me this error message that sorry book is not added. Otherwise if there is any server error, then it will be go to the cache and it will show the error message. Now the next API is viewbook. So in viewbook, what we are doing, like we are giving the all books in the list of all books in the response. So what we are doing, like we are declaring a variable name books, and simply we So the next here we are doing, sorry for the interruption. So here we are creating the variable name books and simply db call, like using find method, where is deleted should be false. That means it is not deleted, and we are showing that particular books into the response section. And if there is any error in server side, then it will be resolved by, it will be shown in the cache section, handled by cache section, and it will be show the error message. Next, view books by id. So what is happening here, like we are using same the async function for db call, and we are passing the id, like we are capturing the id in the param section what I have already shown you, and we are validating that particular id here. And if it is not validated id, valid id, then it will give me the error message. Then I am simply getting a db call by using that particular id, like it should be deleted false, and the id should be the id which is received in params. And if I did not get any book with that particular id, then I will give this message, book not found. Else, if I found the book, then I only show this kind of details, like book id should be this, title should be this, author should be this, and summary should be this, and show the particular data in the response. And if there is any error in the server side, then it will be handled by catch. Now the update books by id api, where I receive an id and to particular update particular book. And same sort of kind happen here. Firstly, we receive the id in the params and validate that particular id. Then we receive the request body, updated request body, which should be updated, and we are validating that particular body. And then we are like destructuring the body, like title, author, summary, and validating that things like title is valid, author is valid, and summary is valid. Then we are updating that particular I can say book, avoid book, by using avoid book mode, find one and update, where we are using is deleted false, because if the book is already there, we don't have to update that particular book. And we are searching that particular book by its id and updating the request body. That means which are the things we are received in request body, that particular things should be updated. And new truth, that means it will show the updated data in the db. And these are the things. Select basically shows the what fields I want to show. That's why I am using select. And if the book is updated, then we are showing this response message, book updated successfully. And if it is not updated, then we can show can't find book, either book is deleted or book not found. And same thing, if there is any error in server side, then it will be handled by catch, and it will give the 500 error and with the error message. And the last API would be delete book. Delete book is simply using as I mentioned you, we do not delete any data from the database. So this is the industry standard. So where we received in id in the id section, and firstly I have to validate that id, that the id should be valid. And then I am finding that particular book, and simply I am finding that book by his id, and we are checking that the is deleted field should be false. And simply I go to that particular book, and I make the is deleted field true, and new should be true. That means updated data should be shown. And if is deleted book, then the book should be deleted, message should be shown like book deleted successfully, and data should be shown the which book is deleted. And after that, if there is the book is not deleted, then that means I did not find that particular book, or there is any error, something sort of kind of things. So then I send this message, cannot find book, or book is already deleted. Otherwise everything is handled by catch. So this is the APIs which you have told me to build. And I have also built the front end, so I am explaining that part also. And after that I will deploy, and I will set the GitHub link in the form section.